Just 1 week after running the longest and hardest race of my life, I am flying across the country to Connecticut to run this 5K. We flew back from the Minnesota race, and now we're flying all the way to Connecticut. We're just gonna spend time with my family. Allie has Worlds for Trails coming up. We're going to the Gilmore girls' hometown, but most importantly, I've got a 5K I'm doing for fun in 2 days. Hopefully the legs are going to be recovered enough. I'm definitely feeling tired still from that 10-mile race, but comment down below, am I gonna be able to run a decent 5K, flat course, not at altitude? All right, Allie got some coffees while I was staying by the bags.
Man, you guys, staying by the bags is a tough job, and most people take it for granted, but I realize how crucial it is to the mission.
I mean, can she talk any quieter? It's like she's whispering.
I don't want to be rude. I have pretzels I'm offering Spencer because he's hungry.
I hate traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast. I guess not the West Coast anymore, but the West. The West to the East sucks. All right, we are in gorgeous Wilton, Connecticut. I'm actually a little behind the scenes right here filming a workout for Allie. She's doing a hill workout on the grinder in Wilton. I felt horrible when I tried to work out yesterday, so hopefully tomorrow we are feeling okay. But I have an easy run today with a little bit of strides after. So we're gonna get that done and then get ready for the 5K tomorrow. Nothing quite like showing up to a local 5K with the Hardo glasses on. I'll be wearing a full racing kit by Soar, this incredible company. Shout out to Soar for fitting me. You guys make me look super Hardo, but I love it. Looking forward to just trying to get a good effort in. Very windy today, but it'll help and it'll hurt. So hopefully it helps the last mile.
If the runners are ready, get marked, head set.
And we are off, folks. This was a local 5K in Bridgeport, Connecticut that my high school coach was timing, and he asked if I would do it, and I was super down to just give it a shot to see how I was going to feel after the 10-mile race. And basically the goal was to just go out hard, see if we could run something under 15 minutes, and then go from there. I also had Allie on the bike, so shout out to Allie for filming as well. But before I get any further into this race, I want to tell you about today's sponsor. I am constantly traveling around the country due to racing, training, doing events, and doing stuff with Allie. So it can be really hard for me at times for me to get in all of the proper vitamins and nutrients that I need to continue to train at a really high level. But that's why I absolutely love today's sponsor, Huel, which I've been using for the last couple of months, and it is absolutely incredible. Huel is no prep meals that do not compromise your health. So what I love about traveling is that all I need to do is just bring this guy with me right here. Just toss 2 scoops in any water bottle, shake it up, and we are good to go. We're gonna get our nutrients in. It allows us to make sure we're always eating enough, because eating enough when you are traveling is so hard. I love Huel's Black Edition, which is their low-carb, high-protein powdered meal. It has 40 grams of protein plus 27 essential vitamins and minerals. It's plant-based, gluten-free, and has no artificial sweeteners. Huel products are designed by nutritionists and dietitians to give your body everything it needs from a healthy meal in an extremely easy and convenient way. In short, you get a high-quality, nutritious breakfast or lunch for only $2.50 a meal. Huel comes in a ton of different flavors, but recently I've been absolutely loving the vanilla flavor. It's super delicious and it gets the job done every time. If you want to save money, save time, and eat healthy, use code ATHLETESPECIAL for 15% off your first Huel order, plus a free t-shirt and shaker, a $40 value. That's code ATHLETESPECIAL for 15% off your first order. Link in description. Having a busy life shouldn't stop you from eating healthy, so check out Huel today. Okay, so we are a little over 0.6 into this race, and at this point I was running around 4:40 pace, but we had a turnaround point right here which kind of crushed my pace because I was really taken off guard by it. And then plus, once I turned around on that first point, I was going directly into a really tough headwind, and as you can see right here, I'm gritting my teeth trying to push through. And you know, basically the thing that I felt painful with this race so far was just my legs were kind of gassed, and this headwind was bad, and also my breathing was just way off. So I mean, already I knew that this was probably not the best idea, but I still wanted to show out and see what I could possibly do here. So we're zooming along, and I kind of got into a decent rhythm, and we're coming up on 1 mile, which I came through in 4:47, which is crazy because that's even slower than I came through in the 10-mile race last week. But now we're going to go right along the water up ahead here, and this is where it got horrible with the headwind. You're going to hear it right here. So I had to run directly into this headwind for all of mile 2, and this really broke up my momentum. And I don't know about you guys, but when I run in the wind, it just makes everything hurt so much more for whatever reason. My breathing gets all off and my form's all off. My head was swaying back and forth. There was a water station there, but I decided I did not need to get it. But you can also see from this angle too, I'm just almost trying to hunch over to get through this wind. It might have been the worst headwind I've ever experienced. And even Allie was struggling a little bit on the bike to keep up with me because of that just miserable, pesky oceanside headwind. But we're just going to continue zooming along here and showing out for you guys, and showing the former local legend can still show up to the local 5Ks and get the job done. This was also the first annual race of this race, but we're coming up on the 2 mile, so we definitely slowed down. But on the 2nd mile, we ended up running a 5:09, so yes, significantly slower than mile 1. So at this point I knew time was out of the question for a really fast time, but I was going to turn around at this turnaround point coming up here, which was great because then I would finally get a great tailwind for the last mile. But you know, it was really taking me a long time to just get back into a rhythm after those turnaround points. But also, let's get a quick shout out to just how absolutely gorgeous this course was. You know, Bridgeport, Connecticut is not really known for being a gorgeous area, but this area in Bridgeport is beautiful. But we're almost at 2.5 miles now, and I was gritting my teeth and kind of getting back into a good rhythm and just focusing on every step of the way, which also is the name of our podcast. So check out our podcast if you are interested. Here's a side profile of me. So I knew that I was actually picking it up quite a bit at this point. And again, I only had a little bit less than 0.4 to go. So I wanted to motor this thing down and try to close as fast as possible. It'd be cool to close under 5. It would be even cooler to close under 4:40. And that was just the pace I was going at this point. So yeah, I was running like 4:37 to 4:45 at this point in the race, and I knew I was getting close to the very end, and we were coming up on mile 3, which I ended up running in a 4:49. So pretty solid, nothing crazy, but I only had about 0.1 to go right here. Wanted to finish this thing out. It looks like sub 15 is a little bit out of the question today. Yes, it is, unfortunately. But folks, what are we going to end up running on this local 5K that I did in Connecticut? So 15:20, folks, not the race that I wanted, but oh my gosh, I learned the hard way that my body is not even close to recovered after the Twin City 10-miler. So in the future, I need to respect recovery more. Still, overall, a fun time to do this, and it was a great effort. So I had a great time, and we'll see you guys in the next video.